Ah, my throat's getting worse and worse every day. Oh well. Okay. I must say, we are ready. So, use this thing, get back into the game, and welcome back to my stream of Unterwegs in Düsterburg, or RPG Maker Classics in general. We've got a lot on our plate today, so we got a lot of rotting grain. That's it. Wait, though, it's supposed to be a goodie? Oh, never mind. I got everything I need. We got a lot of stuff to deal with today, and we're gonna get right to it. Oof, it's pretty dark in here. That's what caves have added. Well, thank goodness we've got a lantern. These are the old caverns under our family's rich keep castle. I hope you know the way. Not really. I never wanted to crawl through these dark caverns, but we have to go up. That much is clear. Don't you know anything about what's ahead of us? A little. My ancestor Dagobah was it who made the caverns into an escape tunnel. Well, of course, he also had to prevent that uninvited guests would use the caves as an entrance to the castle. As far as I can remember, there are 3 levels. Everyone deadly for those that do not know how to circumvent the security system. Here, on the lowest level, the Toshar have been freed. Magically created creatures that do not age or decay. They attack everything that comes before them, unless you know the magical formula to deactivate them. And that goes... I don't know either. That's a good start. I hope the other levels are a bit more peaceful. Not really. The second level has the use to keep the Toshar down here. They say you can only master it with intelligence. That shouldn't be a problem. We've got Danko with us. The thing that really worries me is the last level. It was built exclusively to destroy every living thing that tries to cross it. I thought it was an escape tunnel. Wow, what use is it to blast an escape tunnel with a lot of traps when you don't survive it either? When a Dangelbrug takes up his inheritance, he gets a folder of documents, which shows you how to go the way. Oh, why did you say so? In that case, we only have to survive the Toshar. I never thought it necessary to read or memorize the documents. Before War and Free came, everything seemed so secure and peaceful. Well then, there's no turning back now. So yeah. It wouldn't be fun otherwise. As a first Toshar, I'm trying to get around as much battles as I can because I don't want to wear myself out. Since, once again, there's not really any chance to restock. However, there's a battle I will do, which is up here. Who are you? What are you doing here? We could ask you the same thing. Also, bring yourself together and be a bit nicer. You got a sharp tongue, my friend. I like this. Hands off, bitch. He's mine. Please, my lady. This is neither the place nor the time to start arguing. Although, I have to add, would I be a woman and about 40 years younger, I might be partake in this little feud. Oh, you're funny, Grandpa. My name's Christina Annalie Ainsland. I don't know how I got here. I was just about to visit an temple of the El Anfanais. Weird name. I must have triggered some kind of trap that teleported me in this cave. Pretty cheeky of the El Anfanians to teleport grave robbers without my approval into the caverns of my family. But seeing how everything goes here, pretty effective, I guess. Well, not in my case, because I own an artifact with which I can teleport into my hometown immediately. Oh, so she's got a Hearthstone. One of those. Mine doesn't work for some reason. Oh well. Well, this thing was really worth it, because in the boxes back there was quite a nice haul. You made a terrible mistake, I fear. You never get anything gifted in those caves. Looks like the price for your bargains just made a way up here. Yep, we're getting 4 of those. So, if I remember correctly, those were really, really weak against ice. So, come on, let me at him. Christina jumps in, and Tushar is rubbing his paining or his hurting head. Okay, it's not ice. Oh yeah, looks like Dankward is of no use here except healing. What he's gonna do? Attack, Tushar magic. Was it lightning? Good. All healing. Take this, you flapping fatso. As much fun as as much fun as the things Katrina does seem, it actually does not do any damage. I checked. Okay, I should have paid attention last turn, because that doesn't do any damage either. That is. I'm gonna check. Not attacking. All healing. Yeah. Rub your painting head. First one's down. Okay, it's lightning. Jesus Christ. It's either Granny or Libra that do most of the damage right now, because everybody else is just no good. Ah, well. At least I got the Tushar is looking confused. There's the message right there. How did she get this far as a grave robber when all her hits do is just hurting the head a little bit or making people look a bit confused? Magic, not music. Attack. They can take a beating, those guys. Yeah. But well, one good thing, the longer this takes, the more everybody else is already critical hit. Tushar takes no damage. Nice. I love this. Tushar doesn't want anymore. And we're almost through here. I should be doing like 1 or 2 turns at most. I'll take the the other one. Attack. Or him. Now it's enough. Next one's down. And we might not be seeing the fourth one. Well, okay, we're gonna see it. Neato. We're going back to the normal lightning. And Toshar's asking himself if he shouldn't get his bread another way. Well, he doesn't have to ask himself that anymore. Oh yeah, epilepsy warning, I guess. Okay, those are those guys. You fought well and you have earned a piece of the reward. The left chest was full with gold, while the right one had a lot of vials of... It had a lot of various vials and flasks. So I believe when I take the left one, the money chest, I get 40k, which is pretty damn useful because I'm gonna use those in the next chapter. And the other one has like 4 elixirs, 2 magic potions, and a few healing potions, so it's not really worth the amount of money I'm gonna get here. 40k in the bank. And there she goes. Okay, so that was part 1 of the stuff we can do here. And there's somewhere here there's a second entrance, which would have been a thing. Okay, so I believe the second entrance was down there to the left. Oh no, wait, that's the actual exit. So the second entrance was down there to the right, which means this thing would lead me to... Hey, yeah. Screw it, we're fighting. Lightning, nothing. Yeah, I believe the most Toshar you fight at once is 3, and there's only like 1 combat encounter that is doing that. So yeah, every other encounter should be just easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll just keep everybody healed. I'm not really getting a lot of places with this. And I also might have to crack open it. I might also have to crack open some healing stuff in a bit. Especially for mana. It's kind of bad that 2 of the 4 people I got right now are just very much useless. Because Dankwart's weapons can't hit and damage for shit. Even if he had a real one, like a dagger, as he normally uses. Or as he's supposed to use. And Tarius, his crossbows don't do much damage either. I mean, not if you compare it to the damage output Grandy and Libra are putting on. Holy crud nuggets. And there we go. I stepped on a switch. Huh. Nothing happens. Nice. And 5 smelling salts. That was definitely worth the effort. Ow! Ah, that smarts. That really smarts. Boy. Ah, because we're not gonna use it anywhere else. We use the morning melody, and everybody's back to full health. Because God knows Terry's isn't using his MP any useful way down here. Come on. Come on. Just a bit. Come. Jesus Christ. Stupid gargoyle piece of... Ah, screw it. YOLO rolling. There was another secret down here, but where was it? That was the other exit? Yep, that is the other exit. If I would have won the encounter with the mage last week, I would have gone through there. And please, by God, do not have those things respawned. That means... What are you doing? Why are you standing around like this? Ah, here's the... Yep. Second bonus thing. Big creature attack and the small creature. Those were weak against ice. And I also believe those are once again hurtable by light magic. Oh hey, yeah, there's a poison. Yep, light magic works. Yeah boy. Why even? And I can hold out another turn, I guess. Nobody's gonna die. Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies? Okay, snowstorm, dance of the sun, as well as all healing. And the small creature is playing with his muscles. That is something I do not want to see. And he's dead. Cool. All XP, no money. And I'm gonna need me some magic potion. Ah, that should be good. That should be good for now. What's that? What is that? That looks like a giant egg. Probably, it seems that those things are growing inside those. So this has hatched. I'm gonna take me. Holy crap! Look at this. What the hell is that? Yeah, that's a good question. I thought that I thought that those things had something of a state-building insects. Maybe different casts. Maybe different casts for any kind of purpose. Warriors, workers, drones. Similar to bees or ants, but that monstrum doesn't have any sort of doesn't look like the other things we've seen before. You're right there, Granny. I believe that this might be the queen of the state, needed for preserving the race. This is gonna be taken out of context. This is definitely gonna be taken out of context. Do you see that giant egg sac that's dangling into the water? Dozens of monsters are growing in there. Please, spare me the rest of the explanation. And while we're talking, the rest is just walking around here. Just let's slap them around a bit. 2 small and 1 big. That looks good. No, wait, 2 small and a 1 slithering creature. I should have healed. I should definitely have healed before this battle. Snowstorm! Come on. But hey, the health is really coming through pretty nicely here. I didn't lose too much last turn. The small creature, the right small creature is playing with muscles. God damn it. And that sounds like a yikes that I will not be able to defeat it before next turn. Let's try it anyways. And just in case, prep the all healing. Yeah, okay. That might have put her in the yellow, so... So Liba just regenerated 100 points, we can see... 54, that is still doable. I'm gonna say Granny's attack is enough, and if it doesn't... Snowstorm? Okay. Yeah, thought so. Granny's attack was definitely enough. Levels all around. Oh, the other ones were down there. And hey, look, there's more. And a chest. Chest? Who put it down here? And a pair of bracers. Let's see what it does. Protection of... Protects from critical hits. So you cannot be critted anymore. Too small and too slithering creatures. Let's have at it. Star shower. Right off the bat, right off the freaking bat, he starts winding up for a higher damage thing. And it's not the left one, it's the right one. It's not the one I'm attacking. You know what? Let's try something here. Magic, snowstorm, music, dance with the sun, small creature. All healing, because I believe Dankwart might be biting it here. I still believe that from the... Dankwart would have definitely bit it here. From the battle animation, I still believe that the weak point attack from Grandy is just a swift kick in the nuts. Because... Just look at the animation. Just look at the animation. You don't see his legs, but he doesn't use his sword either. Oops. Snowstorm, music. I'm gonna scale this back a bit. Okay, there goes the first one. There's the second one. Now it's only the slivery stakes. The special guest is probably not you. And I hope we get to see him, because he's pretty damn late in a chapter. Also, if you can call those things special guests, maybe they are. So yeah, we got a little cameo from the Alien movies here. A bit, kinda, a little. Okay, so the next battle is a tiny boss battle, and I'm not prepped for this right now. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna heal up a bit. And let's see. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just. Those are not numbers I'm very good with. I'm still very glad you're here, Risen. Let me. Scripted? I didn't get any script. I told you you were not supposed to file the script with the I'm losing words here. Subject. You were not supposed to mail me the script with the subject "Horny hot girls in your area want you," because you know that's gonna be instant deleted. And I'm gonna use some. I might be. Wait, why do I only have 7 elixirs? I might have understocked on healing stuff, especially for MP. Shouldn't have bought all those nuts. Did I save? Oh well. Too late now. So the worst thing in this battle is that the queen is just throwing herself. I know everybody's sexually frustrated right now, but what good are hot women in your area to you when they can't go meet you? Social distancing and all that stuff. And poisoned right off the bat. Jesus Christ. That is. It's fine, and the queen is winding up. I don't like this. Small creature, snowstorm, end of the sun. I'm gonna unpoison Tarius here, because that is gonna end very badly if I don't. And the queen is just gonna ruffle stomp someone right now. You can just see it. Okay, backward, but he's not looking too bad. Snowstorm, End of the Sun, Star Shower. Oh wait, I should start healing. Stop. We're going through those things really damn good. Maybe this is one of those battles I'm just remembering being harder than it actually is. Sneaking creature and all healing. Because I don't know why, but all those things are just melting around. Magic, Shock Frost, Darius. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this. And Freya. Good. Good. Ah, yeah. That's okay. I'll be here for like at least a few more hours. I'm seriously hoping I can get this chapter done with today, because I feel it's kind of long. But then again, I'm also remembering a lot of things being not as long. Queen, da-da, music, Dance of the Sun. And I'm going to need me some all healing. Also see you, Risen. Hope you drop by later again. Dance of the Sun. Jesus Christ, this does little to... Okay, so the bad thing here wasn't the ads, it's the boss itself that's just tanking damage like nobody's business. I also love the the sort of detail work that the queen is that the enemy sprite for the queen is just sitting in the pond with the egg sac. That is a nice touch. I actually didn't notice like the first few times I've been in here and fought against this thing, so... And she's finally dead. Level 30. Okay, now to take care of those eggs. Time to clean up. We'll never be done here. I'm taking over. Can we go on now? Yep. Holy crap, there's some more of those things. Oh, they're carrying eggs like nobody's business. I fear when we're done here, you gotta call the exterminators. So that's this thing done, which does very much nothing except giving you a bunch of XP, wasting a lot of your mana, as well as giving you the bracers. So yeah. Anywho. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go down there. And I ran right into them. Oh well, more fighting. Oh yeah. It's the two guys are completely of no use now. Fights. I don't think I got a dagger for Dankwart in the back. And he evades. Nice. That is damage that goes nowhere. Magic. Attack. Oh, healing. Over here. Come on. Haven't got all day. Just roll over and die. Although, having those battles here very much lets you expect that nobody regular is supposed to go there through here. Ah, first one's down, okay. Let's die. Come on, heal over. If he dies from that nut kick. Okay, he doesn't die from the nut kick. Two more. I seriously hope those things don't respawn here. I was supposed to go up, go over here. And... okay. Oh, no. I remember this part. I stepped on a switch. Enjoy like the 12 seconds of Indiana Jones music. And we're up to the second level. Speak, strangers. Are you here in the name of the family of Dangelbrug? Yeah, no, yeah. So you need to know the answer to the following question. And what? Let's see what he has to ask us. What can never be loaned or earned and will be wasted anyway? Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's a riddle. I know this. Yeah, it's time. The wisdom of the royal family speaks in your words. You may continue. So yeah, it's our second game, or our second floor. A floor that has to be bested with intelligence. Yeah, name of the... Of course we are. You need to know the answer to the following question. Come on. Cut yourself short. Uncles and brothers have I none, but the father of this man is my father's son. That isn't a question. Your son, your grandpa, something else. Doch dieses Vater. Something else? Nope, it's not something else. Yeah, of course we are. Ja, Bei dieses Mannes Vater? Oh, it's my son. It's my son. Yeah, wisdom of the family. Blah, blah, blah. Speak, strangers. Come on, let's get another sing song in your head. It's still us. You need to know the answer to the following question. Yeah, sure, cause come on, shoot. And then, what is worse than death and better than love? The dead eat it, but if the living eat it, they die a painful death. It's nothing. So yeah, come back to your basket, doggies, so we can... Another question? But we only had to answer one question for each of your buddies down there. The successor of the Danglebrucks knows all answers. Yeah, okay, sure. Come on, go ahead. It needs for itself the clearest air, but others it forbids the breathing. Stinging, biting, is it smell? Is it scent? But it spends light for eons. It's fire. It's horse droppings. That was the second option. It's horse droppings. He doesn't look like a parrot. He speaks like one. Couldn't your ancestor have any more sentences into those? Fantasy was never the strength of my family. Yeah, excuse me. A few jokes on the family members. Continue. What goes up and down and never moves? A ladder and a staircase. I believe the ladder is also a viable answer here. And we may continue. And that was the second floor. Now we come to my favorite floor, the third one. The newbie trap. And also, first of all, the most confusing hint. Not where we are or will be, but where we are not will be ways. Did you get this? No, but there seems to be a deeper meaning behind the original meaning of the words. So the thing it's supposed to say, when you look at the words, and you can see that those words start with either an N, an W, an O, or an S. Substitute the O for an E, and you basically have the cardinal direction. So the right way through this dungeon is north, west, west, south, east, southwest, southwest, west, north, southwest, west, south. But we don't need this. We got two other things. The first one is I've been here a lot of times, and I'm gonna show this floor to its full extent. And the other thing we got is What was that weird noise? That came from my pocket. This weird compass is making noise. Weird. I'm wondering what this means. So yeah, the compass we got in the previous chapter, the Myconian compass, is actually a Labyrinth Keeper's tool. So what does it mean when the compass laughs? It shouldn't mean anything good. So, that one's gone. Weird. What? You could expect a few corpses to be sure, but that's not the corpse of a human. What? That's the corpse of a monkey. Monkey? What's a monkey doing here? I don't know either, but my ancestor, Dokelbed, must have had one as a pet. Must have been really, really biting. Look here. Is that a monkey too? Without a doubt. What was that? I got a bad feeling of those monkeys. What's that again? So those things do a ton of damage. And before I'm getting killed, I'm gonna reset. So that was the first trap. Those enemies are from a demo game called Free Monkeys, where your character has his tongue, his ears, and was supposed to have his eyes removed, but managed to escape. And those facilities are done by monkeys. Basically, the Free Monkeys of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, just forcibly done to people. So the giggling is traps. I stepped on a switch. Nothing happens. Yeah, sure, nothing happens. By the way, there's a ton of switches here. So, you might say nothing happens, sure, yeah, but the switches will spawn. Let me see. Are they here? They have to be somewhere. Oh yeah, those things. Those little wisps that just follow you and explode in your face for, again, a ton of damage. And I'm using this to show the most obvious trap. Bye. I love those traps, seriously. Honestly, this floor is not... Yeah, I stepped on a switch. This floor is not too big, but... Oh, there's a second row. Come on, you don't want to... You don't want to flip that one. You don't know what it does. But of course, I want to switch it. I'm not gonna touch it. If they have to ask you if you're really sure to do something, that is always a clear-cut sign that you should do it, right? That should not make any problems. I don't see any exit. Granny, you idiot. We're never gonna get out of here. So yeah, this floor is full of non-standard game overs. Womp womp. There's a lot. There's a few traps like this. Then you got this one. Can you please tell me what you're trying to do? You can't just flip any kind of switches here. Don't worry. I know. If I know a thing or two about those caves, if you find a switch, you should flip it. Let's hope you don't flip us. You just pushed it down, or you're pushing it back up. What's that supposed to be? Nothing happens the first time, so I thought. I seriously doubt you thought anything about this. So having one of those switches down spawns one of those orange orbs like you see down there, and once again those things do a ton of damage. You're just playing around. Just let me play. Maybe something is happening. You're playing with our lives. More laughing. Oh, the floor is glowing. Because we're definitely gonna die later on, I'm gonna use something to heal downward to get everybody up to speed. Okay. Okay, now I'm trapped. That thing's empty. Piece of cheese for the stupid mouse. Cheese? Where do you see? Where are you seeing cheese here? That thing is empty. Yeah, just forget it. Let's just see that you get us out of here. And you had to step into it, or didn't you? Yeah, sure. Next time we're looking for another way. Oh, it didn't hurt too bad. Me and my stupid big mouth. Okay. We've got those things. If you're into direct line of sight for them. Yep, they do exactly that. Skill, heal. Boop. Eat it. Jesus Christ, that's half of my HP. Okay, here's something laughing. Oh yeah. I wonder what those corpses are. Yeah, just incinerated. Just bye. Load. There's, I think, only 2 more traps. Like 1 or 2 more traps, and one we actually have to brave. Okay, those are the things, those are those. Here is... So yeah, we got another hallway. You can't step anywhere without something happening. Ouch. Maybe we should vote for another leader. Bam, bam, bam. Thankfully, Dangwood has a lot of mana. So, bam, bam. Skill, heal, da da. Bam, bam. In the life of every hero, there comes the day when he finds a sword in a stone. What are you talking? Just take your grubby hands off that thing. Please, darling, can't you see that the story takes a dramatical turn here? The sword and the stone comes in all kinds of tales and all kinds of tales and fairy tales. It is my destiny to draw this sword out of the stone. It's your destiny to die someday, and you have some kind of influence of when that's gonna be. Do I have to understand that? Take the sword? I wouldn't have taken it any other way. Yeah, we just got fucking Mortal Kombated. Okay, we are mostly through here now. This is basically all the traps I can remember being at least kind of neat. So yeah, trap floor. That went faster by than I expected, by the way. Okay, those are the gargoyles. Still the gargoyles. There's a hole here, and my lantern fits in there. Not yet. A switch. I love switches. Your feelings are gonna take us to an early grave. Switch it. Well, still any form of nagging here? Not yet, dear, but we don't know if that thing's gonna be good for us. So we can 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and down. I shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looky here, a hidden passageway. That thing leads nowhere. No, wait, it leads to the actual exit of the trap we just went out of. And there's a rock and there's a lot of debris before that, so I will not be going there. And we've reached the castle. Should also be a save point here. Yes! Hello! That's the storage room of the castle. Now we just gotta be careful. Even more careful! So I'm gonna save here. And we're gonna go down again, because there is a trap that is actually useful. So when we go up here, the compass laughs. And left, right. Woohoo! And we're through. Nice. That worked out pretty damn well. 4 elixirs. A crossbow hornet's nest. And 3 vials of smelling salt. And we got through there like butter. Nice. So yeah, you would likely not be thinking it's weaker than the crossbow we have on us right now, but it also has the perk of attacking all enemies. So that's a plus. Can I eat the cheese? I cannot eat the cheese. That is bad. Do you want to save? Yes, I want to save. Useless stuff. And we are infiltrating the castle. Oh my, oh my, oh my. What am I supposed to do? No salt, no salt, no salt. What do you mean? What? Oh, excuse me, master. I'm all confused. I didn't want to be rude. I'm your truest servant. Yeah, no problem. Just take a breather and tell me what's making you so furious. Great sir, we ordered salt for the feast tonight, but we only got this vials, some sort of vile-smelling liquid. Can I see? Of course, chief. Here, take a whiff for yourself. Ooh, yeah, that's flipping my toenails up. That's smelling salt, no doubt. You might be right, dear sir. But I need no salt for smelling. It should be tasting. Well, if you want, we can take this off your hands. Would you really do this, maestro? He's always using a different sort of royal naming convention. I have to take the amount for you we spent for ordering this because of the house book. Yeah, sure. What's it costing? Salt isn't cheap, so 100 bucks for the complete pallet of 10 vials. That's fucking cheap. 100 bucks for 10 vials. It's just, gimme that. It's not good right now. We have a lot to do. I am right. The doors in this place are a bit weirdly shown. Yep, down there's the exit. So we're exiting. We're in the castle. Here we have a nice and good darkness. I wish you. How nice to find someone who looks a bit more cultivated than all the zombies and wolves. Oh, hello! Aren't you the beast that my old colleague, the Freiherr von Badenfels? That is a very it's an obvious reference, but the path they went is just oof. So Baden is a piece of land in Germany, but so are the Franken. And Fels is just a bigger form of a Stein. So Badenfels is just a repurposed use of words for Frankenstein. Aren't you the beast that my old colleague, the Freiherr zu Badenfels, made out of corpse parts and revived? But his results sounded like the experiment was a failure. Well, if you see that the goal of his experiment, your information is correct. What's the problem then? He wanted a brainless, aggressive creature that helps him by his dark plans. But he made a terrible mistake. Instead of the brain of a mass murderer, he put the brain of a barber in. And that is all long past me. Let us please change the topic. So, could you do you have any colors I could wear so that my taint isn't all that cheesy? Sorry, my friend, but we're a bit in a hurry. One thing, what happened with Badenfels? Well, what else? After I was clear of his plans, I sent the police on him, and he was executed. Wow, that is bad. Those books are completely torn apart. How are you supposed to read this? Nah, I'm not talking to the wolf fella there. He's bad. He's just all aggressive all the time. Which tragedy, which dark romantic spook tale. I was inspired. I would be inspired if the grief would not sting my lonesome heart. Oh, foul world. Excuse me, but so here only mockers, charlatans, and hidden devils. The unlife is a curse and blessing. Does he listen to me? But I forget myself. I seem to have guests. Does he mean us? Say, dear sir, is this your sleeping chamber? Oh, bittersweet temptation. Heavens gave me an angel. Say, dear, my name, and I died this hour if I knew it. This guy's completely off his rockers. You may call me Libra. What is yours, dear sir? Libra, you're sounding weird all of a sudden. My name is Eric, but everybody calls me the Phantom. So this is a Phantom of the Opera reference, I believe. So can you take over here, Libra? This is just too much for me. Why are you so sad? My body's a temple for the richest hounds, but rarely. Yeah, I have no idea how to talk this. This is. He's sad because it sells better? A bit more, with more feeling, please. Do you play your own? Oh, dear lady, everything else would be thievery. Would I be right? Would I be a rogue like Elric Zahn that words who uses other people's work. I cannot speak this pseudo-Shakespearean bullshit. The unlife gives enough sadness for new symphonies. So I didn't get this either. Maybe we asked something else. No. Who is your tailor? I understand the words you say, but their meaning is gone from me. Yeah, we were supposed to go. Music sheets. May I take a look? Sure. And a nice composition. It really fits to my other ones. If the composer has something against it, if I make me some notes, as long as you don't steal it, probably not. And we learned the hymn to the night, which is very fucking useless. At least in my. Oh no, that one is definitely not useless. Holy shit, that one's actually pretty damn good. So the hymn to the night protects from the vials of darkness. So a coffin doesn't look comfortable. Ooh, I thought we would only eat at the feast. You're the pre-meal? We've been invited too. So please keep your fangs at yourself. Oh, excuse me. I never thought that Wanfried would invite normal people. May I introduce myself? Lothar Lionhead. We serve the Dark God. We make the music. We're the cleanup crew. So Wanfried was very much imagining that the banquet hall is looking like a slaughterhouse tomorrow, and if he would send his own people, they would only slurp up the leftovers instead of cleaning up. So we're here. Oh, I understand, but you wouldn't be against it if I would help you with that. But why? As long as the Lord doesn't know, you can sneak a bite whenever you want. Have you been bitten by a wild boar that you dare disturbing my thoughts? Excuse me, we didn't want to, Mr. I'm the Count of Grolock. Count Grolock? Could it be? I'm an avid admirer of your book about the mating rituals of bats. You know of my book? It cost me centuries of research to gather all the knowledge about this. Oh, you can see this, dear sir. I could already see that the author had practical experiences. Thank God. I don't have all the time. My friends and I are kind of in a hurry. We have to put on our clothes for the feast. You understand? I understand. It would be an endless waiting. Good to know that a partner with some classes here. So everybody's either a reference to either classic horror or what's this? I'm gonna have to take care of those later. Those are important too. However, I'm gonna see that, yeah. Longtooth Bites Girl. Original. This motive seems to be from a play with singing, but I've forgotten the title. Whew! Somebody's there. Skillyman. Skillyman gods. We don't know what kind what their orders are. The risk to go farther is too big. I can see that. Just let's go back and look for a different way. Problem is, there's not really a different way. However, that was okay. I came from here, and I might have checked all the rooms in here. So, I didn't say anything. Oh boy, hard of hearing puns. Somebody bit on you? Those young vampires of today can't keep themselves in check anymore. No, dear sir, nobody has tried to bite me. Just forget it and keep on like before. Yeah, that's leading nowhere. I'm leaving. Deaf? No, my boy, I'm not deaf. I'm just a bit hard of hearing. Hello, pretty boy. You look like one can take a bite out of you, but the good old Wanifried has forbidden us to take company on his warm-blooded servants. Wanifriedy. Well, the Lord, my dear, you must know, he and I, we've been very close. Good to know. Say, you've been invited too? Of course, my good one. Didn't they tell you? So, for those kind of organizing things, the good Wani has no hand. You might be right. We'll be seeing each other on the feast. I might have triggered a second dialogue. What's this? Ah, good to know that Wanfried is sending some servants to take up complaints. What's the matter? Why didn't I get a single room or some with a bit more younger people in? With those mummies here, you can't have normal conversations. They only think about blood and their terrible looks, if they can still think. We'll see what we can do. I hope this works before the feast is starting. Granny, look at those powdered things. Those clothes, those wigs. That would be a great disguise. That is finally another I'm losing words. Something good from your side. And I have an idea how to make your theory into practice. I have a complaint to do, and you can make it in hell. And we're fighting. I didn't heal anything. That's gonna be weird. Flame strike. Him for the night. And Star Shower. So everyone's okay. This only strike the increases everybody's dark magic defense. It also increases the defense for bleeding and defense in general. That is pretty damn cool. So, one more of those. Ah! Ah! Whew! That worked. And we got an elixir out of this. Nice! What's happening here? 3, 4. Oh, Dankwa, you old fool! What is it? We can't kill those bloodsuckers in this way. They've turned into fog and are resting now in their coffins. So we open up the coffins and give them the good old one too. If it would be that easy, we would need a stake out of freshly cut. Asher is. The wood of a certain tree I cannot remember the name of right now. The kind of wood might be a superstition, but it should be blessed. So you couldn't think about this earlier. Don't think we can find one of those things here. So what we're gonna do now? One thing's for sure. The moment those things have rested in their boxes for a bit, they'll be getting out and alert the guards. We gotta prevent this. You got another trick up your sleeve? Well, if you're keeping with old superstitions, if you throw a few grains of rice into their coffins, they cannot compel themselves to not count them. They say they can only leave the coffin if they've counted all the grains. That sounds weird. That sounds stupid, but we don't have any other choice. We gotta find rice anywhere here. And oh boy, what room we just tumbled out, or just what room we tumbled out of, but the storage room, where we should definitely find a pot full of rice, which should be this one. Ooh, that pot, there's so much rice. Those old mummies are counting for 20 years or more. So we got the grains of rice. Let's do another safety safe and can spell our healing. I won't be fighting for a while now. Yeah. I don't think I'll be fighting for a while now. The next fight is, I believe, against the Vampire Guard. Well, let's let the lady count. But I'm gonna need the clothes before that. And we've got a disguise. Well, we're looking like some nice vampires. If somebody's gonna be fooled by our disguise, we have to gamble on it. There's no other way out of here. I hope we can put this behind us really fast. This weird suit is blue is pretty tight around the hips. My dear lords and ladies, the Duke wants to see each and every one of you gathered in the banquet hall to know when the big moment is coming. Oh, Duchess of Karnstein, you look like the blooming life. The Lord wishes that you and your people, followers, are also to come to the banquet hall. He will give the Lord Malfour a surely dark greeting. It shouldn't be a problem for you to shine over everybody else. So yeah, that's a name we've known. Huh? The way to the banquet hall is being guarded by those skeletons, and we don't have any time for partying from the potential risk of being discovered. But the banquet hall shows the shortest way to my laboratory and former chambers. So we gotta go in there. Also, the name we just heard, Lord Malfour, that's a name we had in the last chapter. And the Lord Malfour is the son of the Dark God. So, that plaque has been blacked. What could have been written on there? I can tell you, it was the sigil of our family, and underneath was written: the Falkenborg, erected to the protection and use of his lordship Falk von Dengelbrag, as well as his loyal subjects. Erected to the regent time of his Kaiser Kuno the I can't believe it. I have forgotten which Kuno it was. It's gonna be. Oh, what happened to my beautiful castle? Don't worry, Dankwart. We'll be getting your castle back here in today. So I need this as a first step for another big bunch of XP for Grandy. Bah! The scoundrel had himself painted in oil and ruining the walls of my beautiful castle with his kitschy paintings. I find the picture not too bad. Well, you don't need a good taste in arts to become a hero. Jesus. Talk about giving the sick burns out. It's behind this door. Where an event I can no longer use because I didn't get the bullwhip when I had the chance. But ooh, please not now, my dear friends. Please wait the rise. Oh, that is written entirely wrong. Please wait for the rising moment. What do you mean? The birth of new life. It is such a touching moment. I'm always crying my cape bloody. It's so beautiful if you can see the when you found your purpose in your own life. I didn't know that the Lord had started a masquerade ball. You have to work on your disguise. Hey, what do you have against my disguise? No vampire would be able to be fooled by this. How do you get this kind of job? I always wanted to work as I always wanted to work in a daycare, but nobody wanted to hire a guy with a name like mine. What is your name? Hugo Evil. I've had the name changed into Max Shrek, but that didn't work out too well either. Yeah. Max Shrek was the guy who played the original Nosferatu, one of the original vampire movies. So if you're in charge of the corpses here, might be something coming out of this one now and then. You might be right, good sir. You wouldn't believe what those mortals carry around with them. It would be an honor if we can free you of this useless stuff. I might be old and moldy, but I'm not stupid. So, how about a trade? What do you want? Money! So... you can come back. I have a lot of those. My money situation is not the best. That is not a vampire. What are you doing here? We're visiting and we're taking a look around the castle. Sure, but don't be nibbling my prisoners. Gundamil, my trusty magician, you're alive. Sir Dankwart, oh dear. Somebody told me that you've been dead, but that you've become one of those bloodsuckers. What? Oh, the disguise. That is just a disguise. That's just a disguise. We're here to kill Wanfried. Really? Oh, Sir Dankwart, in all those years, I had lost all hope to be able to leave this cell for once. To roam the street, through the streets of Falkenberg, to drink a nice beer, and to joke around with the girls at the bar. Yeah, Cannibal. We're not that far yet. So, do you know anything about this castle that could help us? I'm sorry, Sir Dankwart, but I haven't seen anything but this cell for the last 20 years. I've been here for 20 years without having heard the sweet voice of a woman, her breath on my cheek, her lips. Yeah, it's good, Gandalf. Calm down. When we get through here, you're gonna get out of here. Promise. But before then, just keep your head down. Yes, Sir Dankwart. Oh yeah, back there's Oscar again. So, that guy ain't dead yet. I'm gonna just check around the castle right now, because I'm not sure if I can be missing anything here. I know I'll be missing a... oh. Those are vampires. Vampires are not fooled by my disguise. Yeah, they're making fire even though there's neither a window nor a smoke chute. Okay, I'm gonna need to be here later. That's good to know. And where's this leading? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, girls, hide! Best vampires! What is happening in here? You can't have a bit of fun here without some long tooth sneaking around the corner. We're already going. Why? I'm gonna let them play. So yeah, it's skeleton S&M. It's implied at least. Vampire Guard. Okay, so I got the 2 places I need to be later on. Because there's gonna be a time event later. Which I never knew there was actually a time event. And we'll be heading into the banquet hall. Because there's nothing really else to do in here. For now. We head into the banquet hall to try to get into the upper floors. Everybody's here? Not a step further. This path leads up to the chambers of the Lord and should not be visited by any visitors. But we need to get up there. I'm only listening to orders of Captain Knorgan or direct orders of the Lord himself. Where can I find you, Captain? Probably in the quarters of the Wolf Guard. One floor further up. Well, gonna have to ask the captain then. So I need this thing to be able to ask the captain, and the captain says, "Yeah, sure, okay, why not?" But only in exchange for a favor, and the favor is killing the vampire guard, which is the next battle I'm gonna have to fight, and my fingernails are looking just damn bad right now. Oh well. What are you doing here? Looking for Captain Knorgan, leader of the Wolf Guard. Found him. What do you want from me? It's about your guards. They blocked the way into the upper floor, and I want you to give him an order to let us through. Lord Manfred has ordered that no one of his guests will be getting into his chambers or laboratory. Can you just make a small exception? This could cost me my head. Tell me what you want up there. We want to kill Manfred. So my girl and I. You know what? Let's take the stupid choice. This bloodsucker has terrorized everything in here for way too long. We want to put an end to this and get him out of Düsterburg. Are you stupid to ask to tell the captain of his guard this? Yeah, I've asked myself the same thing. You're either very smart or very, very stupid. Captain Knorgan, I can tell it's probably not you're probably not having a lot of fun doing your duty here. A wolf is always looking for freedom. If he's being caged for too long, he's gonna wither away. So, in your own interest, be a part in our thing. We promise you that you and your people are free to go. Why I'm gonna believe a bloodsucker like you? I never trusted you walking corpses. Because we're not vampires. Come on, use that nose for a bit. You're saying the truth. How could I fall for such cheap disguise? Okay. I'm gonna tell my guards to my guards to grant you passage. But I want something from you in return. Just out of it. When Manfred took me and my pack into his forced me and my pack under his thumb, he stole us the wolf ring, a powerful magical artifact. Only through it are the people of my pack capable of taking human form. It's the only way for us to go out like before the curse of lycanthropy gets gotten to us. All the anger and wildness that takes over our wolven form will be falling away from us. Without the ring, we will always be the outcast. So Wanfried could bring us under his thumb. So we're gonna find it. He gave it to Captain Zalram of the Fangtooth Guard. He's keeping watch over it. You'll find Zalram in the quarters of the guards. Just go the way back you came, and before the stairway, you take a right. Yeah, take one south, then to the west, and you're in front of his door. But don't believe that those bloodsuckers will fall for your disguise. We'll be finding a way for you to find a ring. You can start writing the letter to your guard. If they catch you, we've never talked. Okay, so... Oh yeah, vampire gut. Am I healed up? Not really. So we take a left here. Then one south. And next thing we know, we're in front of the vampire guards. There we are. I hope you know that our disguises won't be of any use in there. Why not? Those creatures can smell our warm blood from just a few feet away. They will not be fooled by anything we wear. Then we go in there with our disguises. Maybe we can talk them out of this. If not, we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. And we're back in our normal adventure clothes. Who are you? What are you doing here? We want to see... Let's make it quick. We want to talk. Oh, we try and talk. We want to see the captain. Captain Zalram is taking his rest and does not wish to be disturbed. I don't care. I don't care if the captain doesn't come to the staker. The staker is to come to the captain. Oh, he said that well. Flame strike. In for the night. And star shower. I'm trying to get the... Okay, sure, why not? That was... I was not expecting that. It was just... That was a thing that happened. So much for bleeding resistance. So much for bleeding resistance here. Jesus Christ. You know what? Let's do a little reach around. Flame strike. And cure. And that's it. Ding! Ooh, money. That is a spell I haven't seen before. Sign of the Cross. Oh, great. And we have already used all our rice. We don't have any time, Grandy. Time's running out. Oh, let's use one of those. What's the spell I just learned? The divine attack. Okay. Up there is only a little feeding. What did they do to those people? Suck them dry. Look at the wounds that are sprinkled all over the creature. Don't they know any form of mercy? By the gods, he's still alive! Those bloodsuckers might use him as a food source for years. There's nothing we can do for them. Their blood has been poisoned for all time. If they die, they will be born again as vampires, and they will not be any less brutal than those who. Yada yada. I don't like the sounds. We need steaks. We don't have steaks. And there's no rum. I heard screams. What happened? We're the wild vampire hunters. We got a problem. We're supposed to get Captain Gnogan's wolf ring, and what we need for you to give it to us. Don't try to fool me. Out with it. What are you doing here? You heard the screams of your people there, Zelram, when they went on their direct path to hell. Good. I will clean my fangs on your entrails. And Zelram attacks. Fireball in the night. That is an all attack. That was useful. That was useful for the amount of MP it cost. So that was 64. That was 197, okay. That's a spell that doesn't get upgraded. Since we use the prayer and the star shower since very much the beginning of the game, and it's being upgraded at certain level thresholds. Yeah. Of course that stuff's just doing gangbusters. Come on. Keel over. Ah. You know your trade. It's time to go for me. But you being here might interest the Lord. I will not be able to defeat him, so I'm just doing normal attacks. Because the next thing Zelram is doing is gonna be booking it. I won. Farewell, as long as you can. Not if I'm first. So now starts a little time event. Come on. I'm taking care of this. Boop. Got him. Great work, Libra. This could take. This is gonna give us some time. But we're not. But Zelram will not be taking long to recover from this. Time's of the essence now. Okay, so get the ring, get the ladder, back to the Great Hall. Oh boy, this is gonna be. I think I got like 4 minutes right now. There's the ring. Found the wolf's wing. And from here on out, it's not gonna be... There's another door here. You don't want to go out there without a disguise. Ooh, good for you to remind me of this. Where am I? Oh, here am I. Okay. If I'm thinking about this, just going up would have been faster. Got your ring. Come on. Come on, hurry up. You got the ring? Yeah, I got it. No big deal. I get... Oh. I'm starting to be impressed by you. Yeah, can you just tell your people to free the way from me? I'm gonna put up a letter that allows you free passageway. This guy is just all calm. If someone informs the Lord, we're done for. I know, but if we're pressuring him now, he might have something else to say. Here, please. My pack is deep in your debt. I got my letter and get out of here. Yeah, sure thing. I did not. Come on, faster. Down, right. Oh, the save point's gone. Come on. I need to be faster than that stupid vampire. Here, come, I got a letter. Let me go. No entry. No entry. Yes, entry. We got a sealed letter from your captain. Gimme. Here, please. What's written in there? It says you're supposed to let us through, you stupid bonkhead. Let me see the seal of your captain. Oh, now that you say it, you may pass. Okay. Whew. Hacker voice. I'm in. So we're past the guards. So what's next? We're almost in my laboratory. From there on out, we're gonna be in my former chambers. I think we can drop the masquerade from now on. If we're meeting someone, it's Wanfried in the flesh, and I would prefer to be combat ready. You're right. And we're back in our normal clothes, and we're not gonna have to run around like those stupid things anymore. I want to save. I sure want to save. Locked. We can't go out there. My God, what's that supposed to be now? I can't believe it. Wanfried took my time warper and rebuilt it. I can barely recognize the machine. Time warper? Yeah, I told you about my experiments with which I tried to prolong human life. The time warper was made to pick a body from the past and have it meld into the current body of a person. The body would be the body should be rejuvenated this way, but that was a mistake. I had to conclude that it was impossible to move matter between times. You can only create an avatar. There was also some more complications I don't want to talk about right now. I don't want to know. So it was you that said that Wanfried rebuilt your machine. Can you tell me what he had changed? I mean, what purpose this machine is doing now? I'm gonna take a look. You can punch certain things in here. A number of dials for numbers. I haven't built those. More dials. Looks like some sort of coordinate system. But of course! Granny, this is a time machine! He just repoled my model. It is possible to travel into the past. Everything becomes clear to me. After he knew that he wouldn't have a chance against you and Libra, he escaped into his time machine. He escaped to the past, and he must have done something that would have prevented you two to ever being able to exist. How could he have done this? I don't know. He could have killed you as kids. There's so many possibilities. But we're here. We're alive. You can't just steal the world's children like this. The order of things found a way to keep you alive, but this bloodsucker has taken from you the most beautiful memories of your life, and he has to pay for this. Can we use this machine against him somehow? I'm gonna see no way for our plans there. Manfred and his people are just way ahead of us, and it's not gonna be long until they find us here. If Manfred can use those things to travel to the past, we can do this too. But how? This bloodsucker traveled to the past to save his neck. So well, we can do so too. We don't have to do anything else but use this machine to start this machine and undo all his evil deeds. I don't understand those things. I'm more of a sword kind of guy, but if you mean that this is the solution for everything, we gotta start up this machine and catapult Manfred into nothingness. So first of all, we're gonna need some power. Cool. What's that hunk of junk? That is an energy converter. A useful invention of mine. Yeah, wasn't meant any bad, Dankwart, but what does the thing mean? What does the thing do? Without the energy converter, nothing in this lab works. Those devices are all on most modern technology and need a combination of magical and conventional energy. Oh, and what exactly? Once more for dummies, please. So, first of all, this device has to be loaded up with coal to be magically charged. The combination of both things, of those both powers or forces, creates a new form of energy I've studied and patented myself. Dunkwarticity. Sounds like skin disease. Oh, Granny, your jokes seem to be getting weaker over time. The Dunkwarticity enables a constant low energy flow that allows those most delicate devices to be working for a long time. Magical lightning that would do a similar form of energy would just overload the entire system and everything would just burn out. Yeah, think I got it so far. So I'm gonna take the coal. Say, Dankwart, with this coal here, we might be able to fire up your energy thingamajig. You've understood my explanations for once, Granny. I am surprised by you once more. I got some coal. That thing is loaded. You have just to fire it on. Please, take a step aside, Granny. Almost as cozy as a crackling fireplace. That sounds like a either a chainsaw or a motorcycle. I have full control over the machine. So I believe this big switch here activates it. Maybe it's just a trap and we'll all be blown sky high. If this detonation is strong enough, I hope it destroys the castle and everything else. We would have achieved our goal either way. I was just trying to make a joke, Randy. Okay, things on, things going. Okay, all nice and well. Your machine seems to be working. And what are we doing now? We have to find a point in the past where all the events are coming together. So one of us has to travel back in time and change the past that Wanfried can never put his plans into motion. And this should work. Wanfried has done so himself. But he has gone a bit too far with his manipulation. We have to be a bit more careful there. Time, place, consequences have to be measured up exactly so that no other catastrophe may arise from this. Do you have an example of where such a point could be? Yep. We start the time at when Wanfried has abducted your wife. You want to prevent that he can ever take control over this place? This sounds interesting. Seems to be risky though. So what's going to be risky about this? Well, taking into account that we're going to change history for the last 20 years of this region, consequences are dire. But Dankwart, you don't believe that Wanfried's reign has done anything good. You're right. No matter how we decide, a certain risk is still gonna be in there. But Wanfried cannot be destroyed. What this brings, we've only seen in the end. How about if we tell the Dankwart of the past that... How about we warn the Dankwart of the past for Wanfried so that he's never able to abduct Duchess Gloria? Of course, that was the beginning of everything. Only with that he was able to lure me into the icy desert. Yeah, remember that place? Into a trap. Well then, I volunteer for this work. So we're gonna save more discussions. Time's of the essence now. So be it. But allow me a few words. It was an honor and a joy to know you and to call you my friends. But what are you talking there, Dankwart? Our friendship is not gonna be end just because Wanfried's dead. I'm not too sure, Libra. It was his reign that has brought us together. So I fear the time of goodbyes is now. Don't get sentimental now, please. It's not even clear if our plan is gonna be successful. Oh, you're right. I've been taken aback. Please take your place on the platform. Farewell, my young friend, and good luck. Dankwart, something's wrong. He's still here. I think you don't have to worry, Miss Libra. I was telling you that it would only put an avatar of Grandy into the past. We seem to be having another problem here, Dankwart. I'm holding the line. Yeah, no. You stay here. I'll be staying watch over the door. Yeah. What? Where? When? Where have I gone now? I've been here before. That's the path to the castle. A bit closer would have been nice, Mr. Dingelbrock. Be it as it may, this hell machine seems to be working. I need to get moving. It's still a bit to the castle. And people always say whoever's been better before. Why do those dukes have to build their castles on mountains? Who's there? My name's Granny, and I wish to speak to to Duke Dankport. The Duke doesn't want to be disturbed right now, and the servants are already in bed. You may have to wait until tomorrow. It's gonna be too late. My message is extremely important. Oh God, I need something to drink right now. Well then, you're having your reasons if you took the trek up here at this terrible weather. Please enter. I will be informing Duchess Doria from your of your coming. Okay. What do you want here? Duchess Doria knows of my coming. Oh, I'm gonna let you through. And there she is. You must be Sir Grandy. The guards have told me that you wish to talk to my husband. But he's very busy. That is Terminator. That is Terminator music. He's very busy and doesn't wish to be disturbed. So may I ask what you want to tell him? That is highly complicated. So to say, I don't even understand it right now. But it's about life and death, especially about you. About me? Oh, I believe in that case the message is meant for my husband. It's for me. It's about the experiments of your husband. The playing around with time. That's gonna be a big chaos in the future. You know of his time manipulations? As far as I know, he never told anybody about it. Well, he told me. I mean, he will be telling me, and yeah, that's all terribly confusing. I don't quite understand what you're telling me, but something seems to be in there, in your words. I'll be getting my husband. Please wait here. So first of all, the Falkenburg, erected for the protection and the use of his lordship Falk von Dengelbrock, as well as his loyal subjects to the region times of his Kaiser Kuno the First. Kuno the First it was. Well, one more experience under my belt. Holy crap, there's one fruit over there. Maybe he's waiting for Dankport too. Maybe he had to wait this long because maybe he just had to wait this long before he got to speak with him. Or Dankport was wrong in time and I'm too late? Well, nothing seems to have happened now. The Duchess seemed to be quite relaxed. I don't get. Oh dear lord, there he is again. How can a guy be on two places at the same time? Or is there a doppelganger? Hello, Granny. Nice to see you here. Why do you know my name? You're not supposed to know it now. The game is over, Granny. You lost. Tactical retreat. This can't be. But this is. Wait, there he is again. Resistance is futile, Grandy. You're surrounded. I don't believe this! It makes no difference if you trust your perception or not. This is it, Grandy. But it's completely stupid. You can't know my name yet. And you can't be split into 4. You're wrong there, Grandy. Then, 'cause I'm from the future myself. And with my time machine, I can teleport into any place, at any time. And if I do it 4 times in rapid succession, and it's the same place, same time, then 4 of me are against 1 of you. Well then, given. I don't get it again. Well, I don't care. We can duke this out here, mano a mano. I expected this reaction from a man like you. That's why I preferred to be in here, outnumbering you. But even if you manage to defeat me here, what would ensure you that your friends are still alive when you come back? My guards have your friends. Somebody who is as empty-headed as you should know what's happening now. You see, you don't stand a chance. Give up and return to reality. You won. Wonderful. You did well to give up, or your friends would have paid. Although, in the long haul, it makes no difference. But how did you manage to get there in 4 times? You should have seen it, Grandy. This bloodsucker has teleported has used the time machine 4 times to teleport himself into the past 4 times. It must have looked like he would be at the same place 4 times. Jesus, fine. It was exactly like this. I still don't understand it, but since you know what's happening, I'm gonna lose the questions here. That's good. You've been a thorn in my eye for way too long. You're expecting an important guest, and I want this entire thing to go by without a hitch. You mean it's Malfur? The apparent son of the Dark God? Exactly this one. With his help, I'll be marching into Königsberg with my people, where we're gonna create a massive army of the undead. For the son of the Dark God, it should be easy to put a protective barrier of darkness around my people. But why am I telling you this? You won't be living long enough to see my triumph. Zelram, take these guys downstairs and have them executed on the spot before the Dark God's son appears. Yes, sir. I'm sorry we dragged you into this, Tarius. That's okay, Grandy. You're my family. Stop blabbering and move. Master! He's here! He's standing in front of the gates! What are you talking about? Who is here? The man you've been waiting for, Master. This Malfur. Are you deaf to let him wait in front of the gates? Leave him in. We'll be expecting him in the throne room. Yes, sir. And what about the prisoners? We'll be killing him later. Who knows? Maybe the son of the Dark God wants to have a bit of fun with them before he joins me. So yeah, that part kind of that part kind of went sour. And we have a longest cutscene. And where is he? Don't tell me he just left again. No, master, but he seems a bit to be a bit distrusting, but given his infamy, you can tell him that the son of the Dark God will only find friends and admirers between these walls. There he is. The man himself, our guest of honor. Our special guest of the evening. You seem to be the leader of this horror of the bootlickers. You can tell me what this thing has to mean. I'm saddened that you don't seem to like it, Sir Malfoy. Be assured that all this is meant to show you that I absolutely mean it. I wander the world for so many ages that I've stopped to count the years. I can't remember to find a feast in my honor where I liked the guest list. I only gathered the fiends and monsters around me that would do the greatest. Oh, cool! This guy. Oh, everything goes by plan. I'm not a second too late. Is this your jester? Oh, what's this joker doing here? Malfoy, I ask you. Don't listen to this guy. He's part of the lowest creatures of this world. I wanted to say he's a servant of the good, a sort of paladin in disguise, if you know what I mean. In this case, he's the best disguised paladin I've ever seen. Don't believe the pale usurper. But they plan to use you. I would sacrifice every bone and fiber that's left in my body to serve you and your father. Oh, he turned himself into a bunny. Yep. Didn't work. It didn't really work. The guards will take care of him. And they did. And they did. Telling ya. Well, since we lost this disturbance, let me show proof of my unbridled solidarity. What is it that bitters you and makes you distrust me? Tell me. I'm your friend. My friend? Hypocrite. Under the followers of the Dark God, there is no friends. Everyone is just looking for his own. That is what the Dark God means. But how did it come that I became the man I'm here today? I'm gonna tell you. After the battle of Raven Rock Castle, I realized that my Dark Father has left me. He's warned me that I would. Yeah, okay. It's going off way too fast. He feels betrayed by his father because he did what every good man should be doing. Take a wife, make a few kids, and he has seen that his father has left him. And all he was left was just ashes, ruins, and a shit ton of corpses. Back then, I was not yet ready to to see what my deeds were doing. I fled into the world, betrayed by my own father, without goal. Oh, heads up, old guy. We'll be getting you in order back. The first time in my life, if I could see the world how it really was, and I could learn one thing, that the followers of the dark gods, that I should hate the followers of dark gods and use my life to hunt them down. Well, I'm taking this existence. It's over an undying life without any goal. And just by the looks of it, I've arrived at the right place. And now to you, bloodsucker. This is our chance. Attack! Hey, Warcraft music again. I love that I learned this song from a guy who didn't want anybody to use somebody else's work, and it says Tarios plays his hymn for the night. Where did that happen? Shit. Yeah, that was a mistake. But it worked. Since I am on good terms with the Wolf Guard right now, the Wolf Guard is not gonna attack me. And we're done here. Warfree is escaping! Captain Knorgan is keeping his word. He and his guys are keeping the vampires in check. So I would have another battle against a group of vampires here, but I have prevented this by being on good terms. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not done with you. Then I'll show you what it means to serve the Dark God. Your machines will not help you here. We're gonna see. You have to try me. You have to try if you want to catch me. I'm gonna show you the centuries of pain and loneliness I have to thank my father for. Open your mind. And how are you feeling now? Better or worse? You wanna impress me with that? Look into my mind now. So yeah, good old Wanfried is showing Malfur a world of darkness. Loads of screaming right now. This, I haven't seen something like this. You are... Yes, I am evil. Time for you to step down. And how you like it up there? Quite cozy. So, no problem. Gonna change that. It's time for me to go. I'm sad to leave you hanging right like this. I can't be helping you, and I likely won't be helping you right now. He's gotta be up here. Where's this ladder lead? To the clock tower. The gods know what he's prepared up there. Last save point. How am I looking? I'm gonna heal up. He's opened the door that was locked beforehand. I evaded the 3 vampire bats, okay. He's up there. And... yeah. Let's see if those things have some money at them. Okay, so those battles are very bad because you got a big vampire bat in the middle and 2 bat swarms around. The bat swarms don't do any damage. They let's see if this works. They lower your stats. They lower your stats by a lot. And the only one who can really fight those things is Libra with her magic. And this friend of... I didn't get any money, did I? And the friend of mine who I first seen the game at had to stop here because he didn't have any mana regenerating items, and yeah, he couldn't regenerate mana, and he couldn't get through here because this vampire bats would just immediately wreck him. Okay. Yeah, that was wasted. Okay, no money. Okay. I'm gonna do a thing here that might seem counterintuitive. One feet's gone up the stairs. Gonna save? Yep. I'm gonna take everything from Dunkboard. And I'm gonna boof up those 2. Holy crap, what's happening here? This is the machine. The machine Wanfried uses to freeze time. Can you try to turn it off somehow? It's still the same machine as before. I just need some time. And it seems to be more important to find out who this coffin belongs to. Probably this guy. If you believe this is mine, you're wrong, Danglebrock. It's your wife's. Doria! You can't help us in this fight, Dankbart. You take care of the machine. And now to us, bloodsucker. We're on. Doria attacks. So... music, him for the night, magic, yeah. Action. Light. Let's light something up. I can see something. Oh, fuck's sake. Do I... Bleeding isn't being helped by medicine, is it? It's gonna be fun. So, look around. I see a screwed shut lid. I believe the main mechanisms of the machine is behind there. And there's a few tools around you. Possibly to maintain the machine. A screwdriver and a hammer. Yep, medicine doesn't work for this. This is gonna be fun. So I'm taking the screwdriver. Oh, this heals. Interesting. I cannot defeat Doria, that's why I'm just taking attacks. Okay, I got him. Ooh, that's my old screwdriver. Granny, the screwdriver has been blessed by a priest. Can you do something with this? Thanks for the offer, I believe you need it more than I do. So, attack, 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 and... righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So... against. Okay. Counterclockwise. That was right. The screws coming loose. Action. More health gone. Oops. And okay, the lid is gone. Lowlifes, you're better than I thought. Time to make your testament. Or your last will. We're not this far, my friend. I will be retreating for now. And your daughter I'll be taking with me. What? She exists? She's alive? Weird, isn't it? If not to say paradox. Even though her parents didn't get to making a child in this reality, she exists. And this makes her even more interesting for my plans. You dog, I want to say, if you lay a hand on her, if you hurt her just a bit, dearest Doria, I have to leave you now. Please keep the scum off me for a bit. I've enjoyed the years that you've been at my service. You gotta pay for this. Fairly well. My carriage awaits. Bye, bitch. Okay. I'm gonna need the hammer. I can't defeat Gloria, by the way. Alright, got him. But now I got a hammer. And Tarius is not looking so hot. I'm gonna use the hammer. Use hammer. Bite. Oof. That was a vial with an explosive liquid. I'm sorry, but it seems to have done a lot of damage. Defend, defend, defend. More hammer. I'm making good progress, friends. Keep at it for a bit. It's almost done. Defend, defend, defend. Hammer. It's only a bit. Oh! Oh dear. The machine has stopped. The machine has stopped, friends. Dear Lord, that was... We got it. And with this, time flows again. Yeah, suddenly this castle has a clock tower like the Big Ben. And time moves again. Doria! And retreats to her coffin. What are you standing there like petrified? Walfrid's got your daughter! But Danquit, your wife! You can't help her now. I have to do this on my own. I do not like the thing that comes next, so... That's her! I recognize the voice! Do I have to kick you that you get in gear? Boo! And now to us, my dear. Look, my hands are all oily from the stupid machine. You always hated it, especially when I forgot to wash them before dinner. You barely changed. Maybe you got a bit more pale. But I've grown old. You don't believe how much I missed you. All those years in exile. Look, I still got the tools from the machine on me. I'm a fool. The hammer and the screwdriver. The blessed screwdriver. I don't like this part. I really don't like this part. The sun, after all these years, the sun is shining on my treasured Falkenburg. Oh wow, I actually got the wolf. That was cool. Captain Knorgarn. You kept your part of the deal and helped us to defeat the vile Warnfried. It is now in my place to help to reward you. You and your pack are free to go. Finally, it's about time that we are leaving this terrible country behind us and return to our hometown. Man, we're moving back. If I would have defeated the mage and would have told the orcs would be just a basic form of defense for Dankwart now. Alvaro, it eases me to know that you're still here. And that's this dude again. No problem. My men are not gonna go unless they got their money. Well, that shouldn't be a problem, but say, what happened here? After you trailed after that bloodsucker, the fight seems to have taken a turn to the worse. The Dark Ones are slowly starting to get ground. But suddenly the sun was rising. Everything was moving pretty fast. The vampire were just fleeing panically, or turning to dust before our eyes. We could find some of them in their coffins. We dragged them out in the open. We dragged them out into the open sun and left them open. What happened then you can probably imagine. The zombies and bone men were kinda similar. Only Captain Zelram, the right hand of the Dark Lord, we couldn't find anywhere. Half a dozen of my men is still going through the castle trying to find him. Thank you, Alvaro. Obviously you're a man, and obviously you're a man who has it easy to find the right thing to do, even under pressure. It was all the years of secret resistance that it had forged my abilities, my lord. How's it I wonder how it's going for Grandy Libra and the young Tarius. Couldn't you have run a bit faster, Grandy? Oh, my friends! I didn't think you'd be back this soon. We would have been if Grandy wouldn't have. If Grandy didn't let Wanfried escape. That's not fair. I dashed my lungs out, but Wanfried's. I wanted to find. But the head start Wanfried got was just too big. Dankwart, we have to hurry. Please come fast. Maybe we can catch him. I'm sorry, my boy, but I can't help you now. It's the end for me. Why end? We have to follow this guy, and you don't get it. I mean, this adventure ends here for me. You can't give up now. Grandy. It's okay, my dear. He'll understand when his hothead is cooled off a bit. But we have to keep together if we wanna finish this long tooth once and for all. He tucked his tail and run already, so why don't we chase him to hell now? It's our chance to get back at him. I would not do that. Malfer! Oh boy. That is the last guy I want to see right now. Aren't you the son of the Dark God? That was just what we needed. So, you are Malfer. The Malfer. No time for long talks, old man. I'm here to see if you're of use to me. I would get this out of my head real fast, buddy. Before I'm gonna be your right hand, you're gonna taste cold steel. Please, a bit more calm, Grandy. Not everything we're seeing is everything we see is the way it seems. But Dankwart, he's the son of the Dark God. He's almost more dangerous than Wanfried. Possible, but he doesn't seem to. But he doesn't seem to be coming with ill intent. Sure thing. And now listen what I have to tell you, or go out of my son. Go out of my way. Time is of the. I don't have much time. I don't trust this one bit, Van Dankbart. Maybe we're listening what he's got to say. If you say so. But don't you think we're wasting our time here? This pig still has our daughter. I know this is as good as you. So you're gonna let him talk, so we can take off real soon. Well, child of legend, all eyes are on you. I want to make it short. Manfred seems to be planning something big. Your child might play a key role in this. Why do you know that, Demon Lord? Grandy! Don't talk to me like this, warm food. I read his thoughts. So easy. Reading thoughts? Fascinating. Can you elaborate? You wouldn't get it if I explained it to you. Some of my followers have found a interesting name for it. The Mind Melter. You managed to impress me. Your old form is keeping more knowledge than I've expected. Yeah, that's very interesting and all, but can we get back to our kid? What's the deal with what is it, Grandy? I forgot the name of our daughter. You don't know it either, don't you? But how can this be? Our daughter. Very interesting phenomenon. Might have something to do with the flow of time. We don't have time for this nonsense. We? Since when are you part of us? Boy, you want to take on an enemy that dared to attack Malfour, the unspeakable. You're not matched for this enemy. Well, he did quite a number on you, or you just took a rest in that thunderstorm. You're right, he surprised me. And what seems to be the logical consequence for you? I think he's right, Granny. Right? With what? I'm dumb. I don't get it right now. I don't get anything right now. I believe he offers a sort of pact. But this is madness. Should we strike a pact with a dark one just to fight another? I don't have anything to do with my dark father. Quite the opposite. I'm hunting and destroying his followers wherever I find them. My children, I can only say one thing. Weird times like these might need weird bonds. I'll be staying here and help to re-erect the former Falkenburg. I need to do this for Doria. So Malfoy, please tell me what this vile creature is trying to do to my daughter. Even my knowledge has its limits. I could only see fractures of his madness. What? I've never looked into the thoughts of something that had a malice on par with close to this vampire. It was so overwhelming that it took my breath and gave Manfred a chance to attack me. But my nagging doesn't help right now. So, how's it looking? If it's the only way, it has to be. Yeah, we don't have any other choice. And it's a done deal. But tell me, how is it about the Dark Lord? How did you manage to escape? We followed him into the... we followed him into the yard, but a darkened carriage must have waited for him. We can only see how he managed to turn tail and run with the help of his hunchbacked servant. Oh yeah, that was the hunchbacked servant, Igor. The only human in the castle, and he only has him because none of his unholy creatures could use the holy tools of Dunkboard. Because why buy a fucking set of screwdrivers and a hammer from Costco? I could see in his mind that that was his plan, and what target he was going to. Then please tell Sir Malfoy. He's off to Königsberg. Königsberg. Of course, why didn't I think of it myself? My dear friends, you have to take off immediately. But what's the deal with Königsberg? It's a port town. From there on out, he could flee into all parts of the known world, and we'd lose him forever. I hope my old friend Baron Davidoff of Schoppelbrunn is still in place. I'm gonna put up a paper for you that says that he should help you with everything he has. Wonderful. We gotta see that you have to see that we're getting out of here. Time's of the essence. What is it, Tarius? What is with Malfoy? I mean, a guy as huge as him is probably gonna take some eyes on him. Interesting objection, my boy. Especially since in Königsberg there are few people who know their way around your cult. What is it, Dunkwood? Did you think of something? Well, two things, my dear Tarius. I have got an idea for disguise for a new friend. What are you thinking of, old man? Cheeky words. Cheeky words from the mouth of an eon-old entity. Points on you. But back to my idea. I think it's time we gotta free my old mage Gandamel from the break. Wasn't that the old lecher that just stared me down all the time? Well, he has his mistakes, but he might be enjoying the company of the other gender a bit much, but his abilities are without a doubt. I'm gonna take care of this, so we're being done here. We're looking at a long ass cutscene here. But after this is done, we'll be taking off. And unfortunately, this will be it for tonight, because the 5th chapter is approaching very fast. Oh, Sir Dankward, I am glad to see you unharmed. What is... No time for talk. Tell him what he's got to do. And who's this rude young man, Sir Dankward? This Gandamel is Malfoy. Oh, so what can I... What did you say? What did you say his name was? I said his name. Yeah, we know it. He's son of the Dark God, yada yada yada. He's on our side, apparently. We want him to be a bit more... We want him to not strike everybody's eyes like this. So, didn't I tell you we're kind of in a hurry here? This is quite strong, Sir Dunkwood, and you're expecting me to... If you'd be so kind, old friend, give the Son of the Dark God a form that's not as imposing. So I'm supposed to bewitch you. If the body of a true to life. Half-god isn't too divine. Don't be like this. I used up a big amount of my power in a thunderstorm. I believe it's gonna work. Come on. Yeah. Don't push me. I have to concentrate for this spell. If you would step aside, please. If you were to step a bit more in the middle, Sir Malfour, so we can see your imposing figure in its full glory one last time. That guy really is imposing. So, let's see. Second girl in the party. Masterwork. How do you like this, Dankwart? Well, that is quite pretty, Ganimel. Just the eyes. That has to be some sort of back door the Dark God has put into there. I can't get him any better. If you want to have kids anytime, if you ever want to have kids, turn me into something else, and I mean a male form. But nobody's gonna. I am not joking. Oh well, who am I to deny a god his wish? So once more, and you better hit my taste now. I got no problem to squash a talentless mage before I'm going on the vampire hunt. Yeah, that's him, just smaller, just that looks a bit more a bit puny, but it's try the hood on your coat to mask your gaze. I'm off. Okay, since this is all done and well, we seriously have to move. Dankwart, you wanted to tell us of a second thing that you remembered. In Königsberg, there's an old colleague and friend from school days of mine, Wilhelm of Junst, an absolute master on the topic of occultism. You really have to visit him. My name should be enough to open his door for you. You have to go to Gumpensund, 5 miles to the west of here, and get some horses. I'll be taking the pay for this. Good luck, my friends. It pains me to let you go, but this thing has to find an end. We gotta kill this guy. Doria's gonna be avenged. Take good care of yourself and get back to me soon. Don't you worry there, we'll be back. Oh, and one more thing. Malfour, I can understand the pain that happened about everything that happened that day. But you should try to keep your feelings in check and find the right tone of voice if you wanna stay undetected. I will keep it in mind. And off we go. So we're off to the 5th chapter in Königsberg. This one's gonna be pretty damn long. And we have a lot to do there, including quite a lot of side stuff. which means that this will not be finished the next stream, but in 2 streams. And I hope I can see you all next week when we start moving towards the finale of the 5th and last chapter, which is gonna come in any second now. There's Königsberg, which looks like Greek. Chapter 5, The Day Without a Name. We have him cornered. Oh, crap. Königsberg, the gateway to the world. It's been a while since I've been here the last time. Horses are forbidden within the city walls. But directly before the gates, there's a rentable stable. Don is a rich man. Yeah, of course he is. So yeah, we've arrived in Königsberg, which is honestly a pretty big and pretty nice town. Let me see. We also still have Duckwood's Holy Amulet. Okay, so this is it from me for this week. Next time we're gonna start by exploring Königsberg and hopefully get as far into there as we can, because what's happening here is gonna be big. I'ma see you next week. Bye.